Yeah, I do. I do want to go over the pieces for the final. Can we do that? So let's do that. On your syllabus, it gives the pieces that you can pick from for the final exam. And they are page 172, Moonlit Shores, page 332, Etude, page 144, another Etude, and page 337, Burlesque. All right, let's turn to page 172 and look at Moonlit Shores by Randall Hartzell. Randall Hartzell is a live white guy from North Carolina, as opposed to a dead white guy from Europe. This is a picture of me and Randall in Orlando, Florida. So you can see he's a real dude.
He's a real dude.
He composes, kind of beginning intermediate pieces like this. This was quite some time ago. 2016. Okay, what can you tell me about Moonlit Shores just by looking at it?
Some eighth notes.
Ton of eighth notes. Almost exclusively eighth notes. There's a few quarter notes in there. Good. What else?
4/4.
We have a 4/4 time signature. Good.
C. It's in C major.
It's in C major.
Looks like it stays in C major for the whole piece, right?
Yeah, we have a few accidentals. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see the B flats? A flat, E flat.
I see the B flat.
B flat in 14. E flat in 16.
Oh,
A flat in 19.
yeah. I see it now.
There's dynamics all over the place. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the number one chosen song for the final exam. Because it's so pretty. What do you think? It's kind of nice, huh? All right, next is 332.
Oh, wait, can I ask you?
Yeah,
On the 20th,
yeah.
what is the meaning when it says little?
Little is the translation for poco. So poco retardando means gradually get slower or a little bit slower. So they're just telling you to slow down just a little bit. All right, etude. Does everybody know what the word etude means?
Study.
Study. So this etude, all etudes are meant to teach something,
So
teach a
what-
concept.
Which page?
332. So what concept do you think that Le Coupé is trying to teach us an etude on page 332?
Rhythms.
Yeah?
This is really challenging.
It's not as bad as you might think.
It's a bunch of 16th notes. It's in 3/8.
It's in 3/8.
Um,
Does anybody see any patterns?
it's descending.
Most of the time, yes.
Sometimes descending.
What else?
It's one hand in the other. For the most part, there's a couple parts where both hands play at the same time.
Yeah, but not only is it one hand at a time, it's call and response.
Yeah.
So whatever the right hand does, the left hand then does. A little bit lower. Does everybody see that? What's challenging about this piece? What's
Speed.
speed? What else? What is the speed? This is allegretto. What does allegretto mean? What is the literal translation of allegretto? So allegretto is a little bit slower than allegro. So it's not terribly fast, but it is fast. One of the tricky things that I see is that there's clef changes all over the place. Does everybody see that we start in treble clef for both hands for 3 measures, then we go to bass clef, then we go back to treble clef and measure 9, then we go back to bass clef and measure 11, then we go back to treble clef and measure 25, back to bass clef and 26, 7. So we're constantly all over the place in this piece. If you watch back this video that I'm making, you'll see from the hand camera how I'm all over the place. Cool? All right, questions or comments on that one? It's not terribly hard. It's not terribly chosen either, though. All right, 144 is a piece called Etude by Cornelius Gurlitt. Who was Cornelius Gurlitt? He's a dead white guy from Germany. He composed a lot of songs for younger students. Page 144. Spent some time in Leipzig. Anybody been to Leipzig?
No, I've been to Ramstein.
To where?
The Ramstein Air Force Base.
Yeah. Leipzig's this fun little place in Germany that nobody goes to. It's like so underrated. It's a cool place. I was able to take 7 students a few years ago, like 5 years ago. And they have a Bach festival every year. Leipzig's one of the cities that Bach lived and worked in at the St. Thomas Church. So if you ever get to go to Leipzig, go check out the St. Thomas Church and the Bach Museum. Bach's actually buried there. I think, pretty sure. And the church is so commercialized. It's got Bach's name in the logo. It's just Bach, 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 Bach. Okay, Etude by Gurlitt. What can you tell me about it?
We're in D major.
D major, good. What else?
There's triplets at the beginning.
Is it just at the beginning?
No, wait. Yeah.
They're all triplets, and they just stop printing that they're triplets.
Okay. So they're all triplets.
They are all triplets.
Legato.
Very legato. We have slurs that last a complete measure for every measure except for the very last one.
Call and response.
Totally. There's two measures where our left hand and our right hand don't match. Can you find them?
Is it 12?
12 is one of them.
And 7? Oh, no.
Not 7.
Not 7.
6.
Not 6. Dun, dun, dun.
3.
No? 15. 15 is different. Okay, this is actually one of the most popular pieces on the final. A lot of people choose this one. It's not terribly difficult. Not bad. All right, and the last piece is 337 Burlesque by Leopold Mozart. Who was Leopold Mozart?
Some old white dude from Europe.
He is a dead white guy from Europe. This is true. Who else was he?
Was he Mozart's dad?
He was Mozart's dad. He was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's dad. He was the original Tiger Mom.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
What did he do?
He had little Mozart touring across Europe with Sister Mozart.
That's right. He had little Mozart Wolfie touring all over Europe with sister Nan Earl
At
Mozart.
at the age of like 6.
Yeah, and they were going all over, and
And it just kind of made it like a sideshow where he would sight read and
improvise and
yeah.
just impress the royalty all over the place. This is true. If you go to Salzburg, you can see Mozart's birth house. If you go to Vienna, you can see a couple other of Mozart's houses there. And on one of the walls in one of the houses, it has this giant map, and it shows all the places that Mozart's dad took him to.
It was a several year tour, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw a whole documentary on Mozart.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was no wonder why, like, by the end of it, like, he hated his dad.
So, this is called Burlesque. What can you tell me about it?
The left hand is detached.
Left hand's detached, so you're going to play left hand all staccato. Good. What else?
We're in G major.
G major, good.
And 2/4.
2/4 time signature, good.
The combination of 8th and 16th notes.
Good. Does
and
anybody
chord notes.
does anybody know this folk song? Wolfgang wrote a whole theme and variation set on this folk song. I played it for my senior recital when I was an undergrad. There's even one in minor. It's a fun little piece. But I can't help but wonder if he didn't get the theme from Dad here. Can you hear it? So, kind of a fun piece. All right. Who thinks that they're going to play Moonlit Shores by Randall Hartzell? I'm seeing one hand. Who thinks that they're going to play Etude by La Coupe? Seeing one hand. Who thinks they're going to play Etude by Gurlitt? No hands. Who thinks they're going to play Burlesque by Mozart? Two hands. And the rest of you aren't voting? You're not going to play anything? You're afraid? You haven't decided yet? Who's?
Burlesque has accents, doesn't it?
It does. Well, no. This version doesn't.
It doesn't have accents?
No. The left hand is going to be all staccato, though. Staccato octaves. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess you'll figure it out, huh? You go home and see which YouTube channel has the best tutorial, and then you'll make a decision. Is that what you're going to do? You guys go to the University of YouTube? All right, so we are going to have a piece quiz again, just like we did for the midterm, before the midterm, to make sure that you're learning these pieces right, so I can hear you check in on your progress, so it's not a surprise when it comes to the final and I have to take off points because you've learned it wrong. So we'll do that 2 or 3 weeks out. So pick one of these pieces and start working on it. Questions? All right.